Thank you for joining me for our yoga today.
Sounds good.
We're going to come down to our backs. Just stretching out on your spine, relax your hips towards your heels, let your arms come to your sides, and let's fold our palms gently onto our belly, close our eyes, relax your feet, take a deep breath in, drawing that breath deep into the lower lungs. And as you exhale, completely soften, letting go of anything that you might be holding on to. Breathing in, feeling the expansion that the breath creates in the body. And as you exhale, let go. We'll have an emphasis today in our practice on breathing into our pose and allowing our breath to help us to relax and to soften. Breathing in fully. And as you exhale, relax, extend the legs, take your arms overhead, full body stretch. Let's extend the heels down away from the hips, take the arms overhead, and then snow angel the arms around. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest. Gently draw that right thigh in against the belly and begin to circle your ankle, creating lots of movement in the ankle joint and in the other direction as well. Good. Let's extend the leg, take the arms overhead, full body stretch. And then bring the arms around left thigh, drawing into the body. Soften with your exhalation. So we use our inhalation breath to help us lengthen, our exhalation breath to help us let go. Let's create movement in that left ankle joint, circling the foot and the other direction as well. Good. One last time, full body stretch, extend, walk the heels down away from the hips, arms overhead. And we're going to draw both of our heels over to the right, extend our arms to the right, but keep that left hip bone on the ground. Floating the left ankle on top of the right, and then relaxing that left hip and shoulder into the ground. Breathing into the left side of the body, making a crescent moon shape with the body. Using our breath to help us stretch and relax. So please make sure you listen to your body throughout the practice, using my words just as a guide. And release. We'll walk the heels over to the left, take your arms to the left, crescent shape with the body. And the right ankle can come on top of the left if that's available to you, as the right hip and shoulder soften. Breathe. Notice how we can use our breath to help us deepen the stretch. And release. Let's come back to the center. Bring your heels close in towards your hips. We're going to lift our hips up slightly and bring them towards the heels, preparing for bridge pose. Arms at your sides. Okay, let's spread our toes out wide. Broaden our chest, tucking the shoulder blades under the spine. And as you press into all four corners of the feet, extend your hips up. Good. Do so gently with one vertebra moving at a time up off the ground. So we start by lifting our tailbone up and then rolling up through the spine, bringing lots of movement into your spine, pressing the hips up high and releasing down gently. And let's coordinate our movement with our breath. So when we extend our body, when we lift our hips, we're going to inhale in. And as we release or relax, we exhale and let go as our body softens back to the earth. You can inhale, extending the spine and hips upward. And exhale, releasing. Good, and gently float the knees in towards the chest, and this time we're going to rock the legs side to side. Let your knees splay apart slightly, relaxing your back. And as the hips quiet, slide your palms onto your kneecaps. Let's do a few big leg circles, warming up our hips. Remember, motion is like lotion to our joints. We create movement, but in a range of motion that feels right for you. Switch directions. So we always listen to our body first and let our body be our guide. Bring our legs together, stretch our arms out to form a T and release the knees. And as you take the knees to one side, let your gaze move in the opposite direction. Bringing movement through your whole spine. From here, we're going to roll over onto your side. You want to tuck your lower arm under your head for support, kind of like a pillow, and stack your hips one on top of the other. Take your top arm out in front of you and like a rainbow, bring it up and over and back. So you want to try to keep the hips stacked. Good. The arm opening, the chest opening. Sometimes referred to as open book pose. Let's take a deep breath. Arm coming up. And exhale, the arm coming back. Good. Now let's go ahead and extend that arm out to the side, gazing towards the fingertips. Relax the arm. Try to relax just a little bit more with your next exhalation. And then we'll lift our knees. We're going to roll over onto our other side. So your arm tucks under your head for a pillow. You're going to roll over onto your side. Stack your hips, one on top of the other. Stretch your arms out. And then that top arm is going to come up and over. Good. Start slowly. Follow the thumb with your gaze, bringing the upper spine into the pose. Sometimes referred to as open book pose. Opening a book, closing a book. Improving flexibility across the chest, as well as mobility in the spine. Arm out. Pause here, breathe. And then we'll prepare to press up to a seated position. So we're going to roll over onto your side. You always want to use the strength of your arms to press up. And you're going to have a seat. You can sit up on a bolster or a pillow or a block. You just want your hips comfortable and your spine nice and long. So start with a few shoulder rolls, taking the shoulders up, back, and down. You can take your hands out in front of you, open and close your fingers. Do a few wrist rolls, preparing the wrists and hands. So let's take our hands together, interlace the fingertips, push the palms out, lift your chest and then your arms, and release. Good, side stretching up and over. Try to keep your hips on the ground as you side stretch. To the center and then coming onto all fours. Let's come forward onto all fours. Knees are a little bit wider than your hips. Palms spread wide like starfish under your shoulders. Cow pose. Release your belly. Lift your hips. Lift your head and heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Push into the earth. Round the back. Tuck the tailbone under and let your head go. Release through the back of the neck. And just at your own breath pace. Inhale to extend and lengthen. And exhale to round. So you can either come into downward dog here, or if you like to keep your head at heart height, You can extend your right leg back, tuck the toes under, push into the heel and get that same nice stretch down the back of the lower leg. Important for the health of your foot. Good, and release. Other side. Tuck the toes in and press back gently. Now notice any tension in your face. Try to relax that. Slide your shoulders down your back. Greet the sensation of stretch with a breath. You're coming down out of downward dog or releasing your knees back onto the ground. Take the knees out a little bit wider. Bring your big toes together and you're going to lower your hips into your heels. Good. And then release your belly forward. So you come into child's pose gently, bringing the head slightly below the heart. Forehead either onto the ground or you can lift it up slightly with a pillow of your arms or bring your arms to your sides. Breathe. Let your heart soften. And slowly coming back up. So we're going to come onto our knees. And if you need a little extra cushioning, you're going to just fold your mat over. Give yourself a little extra cushioning. Or you can put a blanket there. And so from here, we're going to start with our leg out to the side. Going to reach up and over, side gate. Good, release to the center. Gently bring your palm down to the earth or make a fist out of your hand. Reach your hand to the sky, a little side balance. And you can come up with the foot if that feels available to you at this point. Challenging. Good. The strength of core muscles. Try to lift that heel up nice and high. Flex the foot. And then gently set your foot down and continue to take your arm over your head. Nice side reach. Breathe into that side. And release. And let's do that on the other side. Stretch our foot out. Good. Extend up and side reach, side gate. Side plank. Coming down onto the palm or to a fist. Keep your gaze steady, reach to the sky. If it's available to you, try to lift that leg up, flex the foot. Side balance. Gently set the foot down and extend your arm. Create length. Deepen with your breath. Arriving in a seated position, drawing your hands together. Feel your heart lift and your shoulders soften. Breathing in. And breathing out as you soften, staying present. Namaste.